Hello and welcome to Catastrophic, the improvisational storytelling podcast where we use the RPG Fiasco to make up a movie. This week we're using the playset The Ice from the original Fiasco book by Jason Morningstar. Sit back and stay tuned for James Cameron's Ice Capades. Let's play Fiasco. Act 1 and Act 2 are roughly the same shape, which is to say there are 4 scenes, one for each of us, and we'll rotate around the table. You can choose either, when it's your turn, to either set up your scene or resolve your scene. If you choose to set up your scene, we get to choose how it resolves, either positively or negatively. If you choose to resolve your scene, we get to choose how it starts. What we're going to do to start off is build a network between us using the pages we have here. So we're going to create relationships, needs, objects, and locations that will exist between the 4 of us. To get these relationships set up, we're going to write on some cards. We're going to first roll some dice and sort of pool those all together, and that'll be a shared resource for us. Even though you have some dice in front of you, they're not specifically your dice. Well, let's go ahead and roll these.
But I want...
Cool. And then we're going to collect them based on numbers. So I got some 1s over here. 5.
Got a 6. Got a 6, yeah?
2?
2.
We have 2 2s.
We have so many ones.
1s and 5s.
So many ones.
Oh, wow.
So many ones, so many 5s.
Lots of 1s and 5s. So
I
this
rolled
is
2 3s. I thought that was going to be a problem. I also rolled 2 5s, my bad.
What have you done?
You've ruined the whole
so the way this... So we are playing, I should mention, one of the original Fiasco playsets. This is right out of the book itself. This is called The Ice. So it's by Jason Morningstar and the other guy who wrote Fiasco, whose name I can't remember right now.
Jason Mraz?
That's probably it.
Jason
That's
Mraz.
probably it. So this is a playset set at MacMurdo Station, Antarctica. For this, the person who has been to the coldest location, so that could be north or south, who's gone the farthest in that direction.
I think Wisconsin is as
Yeah,
far as
I've
probably.
I've been to Ohio.
I've been to
That's about-
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts for me as well.
Yeah,
Massachusetts was horrible.
yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Did
is
it
as
have
far
to?
up as I've
Did it
gone.
have to be cold while you were there?
Yes.
Oh, I guess. Okay,
Yes.
it was not cold while I was there.
Okay.
We only went on trips during the summer. Oh, you know what? I did go to. I was in Minnesota during the winter.
Minnesota.
That was awful.
Yeah.
That was also
Minnesota.
awful.
Okay, we'll go a step further. Coldest temperature you've ever existed in.
Oh,
I don't know.
negative 30
You win.
something, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, just
Cool.
let,
Yeah,
just
too.
let
Nico wins
win.
again.
Just
Yeah.
let Nico
Let
win.
the-
I've lived an interesting life, apparently.
Clearly.
At least in the realm of this podcast.
Yeah.
We lived
In-
a cold life.
In the realm of the made-up things I used to start our game.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was it last time? It
Weirdest
was a
Christmas
really
present.
Strange thing.
Oh,
You
yeah.
had-
Yeah.
My glitter dog.
Cool. So Nico, you'll go ahead and start us off with. You can start with a relationship, although you do not have to do so. And what he's going to do is he's going to use our pool of dice to select a broad category for either a relationship, a need, a location, or an object. And he's going to place that between 2 characters. So a character on either side of you. Because that's who you will have a strong connection with. Location. You're going to start with a location.
I think so.
Everybody,
Yeah. And now I can just sort of blindly choose this based on the dice that we have available, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we have 1 of everything available currently.
Even at 2? Oh, yeah.
Some 2s over here.
Where are the 4s?
We have no 4s.
Oh.
Cool.
Kevin's really bad at counting.
The
Yeah.
4s
The 4s is-
unleashed.
Yeah, the
I
force.
don't get it.
I'm going to choose MacTown Science.
Alright.
All right, MacTown is what we call MacMurdo Station, is MacTown.
Nice.
Okay. That was just like a big town full of computer people.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
This is a perfect setting for that.
And who are you going to place that between?
Let's say me and Russ.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, Catherine, would you like to?
Yeah, I'll do relationships.
Awesome.
We have so many ones.
We have a lot of 1s.
And they're so boring. It's like the work relationships.
They're only
We
boring if you
could
don't
get
use
a secret
imagination.
shine though if we keep going on objects. But I'm gonna do a relationship.
Cool.
Oh, here.
We better use that 6 wisely.
Yeah, we need to deeply consider that 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do community between Kevin and I.
Okay.
Now, is this community as in the Dan Harmon show?
It's just
Yep, that's
right.
exactly what that
Yep.
is.
Gotcha.
Whatever that community is.
Hashtag and a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to choose a relationship. I think I'm gonna go. I want to use our 1/6 for soul, just because that's a cool name. Let's do.
There's no family relationships on here.
That's been replaced by soul, I believe.
It's so that way we can be more detached from one another.
Yeah. On the
There you go.
ice.
Things will be real bad in this one.
I'm going to put a friendship between me and Russ. Somebody's
All
going
right.
to choose.
Wow, how sweet.
And we will have some friendship going on here.
That sounds nice. We do have some 5s left, and fuck buddies is an option.
All right, so what am I doing now?
So, you are choosing one of the dice you have on the table and choosing either a broad category for relationship, object, or need. Location has already been chosen, but you can further define that relationship.
Okay.
Or you can further define friendship or community or
One of the other.
one of the. You can further define by choosing a subcategory
Yeah.
based on the dice we
We
have
don't have any
available.
4s, but we have everything else.
Yeah.
No crime.
Some good options
I like
for
how it just says drug people.
drug people.
Drug.
You know, drug people.
Drug people.
Drug. Peep. See what we got.
Everything but
Everything
4
but
right
four.
Got
now.
a shitload of ones still.
Got a lot of ones.
Let's make it easy. We're gonna go with an untoward object.
Cool. And who are you going to place that between? It's got to be not you and Nico because you already have a location. That's the only
That's
caveat.
the only stipulation.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, it's got to go by
Yeah.
someone you're sitting next to.
No, it doesn't. You can put it between the two of you.
No, but he can't like put it with me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
not diagonally.
Let's do Nico and Catherine.
Cool. You'll have an untoward object.
Untoward object.
Not an untoward object last time.
We did.
I don't know if it was called an untoward object, but it certainly
was.
Yeah.
So just write untoward
Yep.
object on here.
Yeah, a dead seal is definitely an option too.
Nice.
Dead seal.
Oh, I definitely saw that one.
So it's
Classic.
shine. Classic.
That was important in the decision making process.
Good.
Here you go.
Hooray.
Cool.
Your turn, Nico.
Oh boy, it's
Just
me.
go until all
boy.
the dice are gone. Makes sense.
They actually become a timer because there's actually enough dice for all of us to get 4 scenes as well. At the end of your scene, you get a die, depending on if it was a positive or negative resolution.
Okay.
Now, in the first act, you give your die away, but in the second act, you keep them. And what dice you end up with at the end determine how good or bad things go for you in the long term.
I'm
I remember
going to
that
do a work relationship
Cool.
between myself and Catherine.
Awesome.
A work relationship with an untoward object.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Somewhere in
What
between.
that
There's
is.
a dead seal on the list. We're fine. We're fine. Friendship. Y'all don't have a relationship yet. What do we have left? Or I'll just define.
We still need 2 needs. We have no needs out on the table yet.
Oh, right. Let me look at names.
Needs often become the
Who
driving force.
needs them?
Well, Catherine and I and
Hey.
Russell and I both could use a need. I'm gonna have 2 needs.
Wait, what
attached to
about
me.
what about Thneed?
No,
Nothing needs.
I don't know what that word is.
There's to get off and get laid on here.
Those are 2 different things.
Is
But one of them says on illicit sex.
Well, I mean, there's
Good point. Yeah,
There's subcategories.
gotta be specific.
to get off of work?
Yeah.
Get off
Yeah.
at work.
Well, one of them's on prescription painkillers.
I
So.
like that one.
Yeah.
I've definitely played a druggie before.
I like looking at the 4s because I want what I can't have.
Remember, the last die's wild, so we can
Oh, yeah,
theoretically
that's
have
true. That's true. Let's see. What do y'all have so far? A location?
Yeah.
The location, Mac Town Science. Just where they make all Apple computers.
Where they make all
As
the
far
science.
as we know. There you go, guys.
to get out.
Uh-oh.
Y'all can have that.
All right.
He has to get out.
Of our toxic
So we
relationship.
got to start further defining. So we've got work, community, and friendship undefined. And they can't have to get out because they already have a location.
Oh. Well, we'll just put that between us. That's
Cool.
fine.
Ooh, la,
Sorry.
la.
Y'all need a relationship.
You
thing.
got
Yeah,
to
it's
get
a
out of that
relationship.
community.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Nobody took it before, so I'm taking the 6 and making a soul relationship between the two of you.
Oh. We got soul.
Yeah. Which means you have the possibility to be the ones who found the body.
Oh, thank
Maybe
goodness.
in the old timeline.
That was really my concern.
All right.
Okay.
So you can further define anything. We still have one more need you can select as well.
Okay. Let's see. So what we got out there? We got work.
We have 2 1s, a 2, 3 5s, and 3 3s. Yeah.
I really want the newbie and old timer to be our relationship.
We've done them before, though.
I know.
We would have to allow for it. Yeah.
Again, I look
Like
at the
how you
ones
just gonna
that
look at
I
the
can't
floors
have.
you can't
I want
have it.
this thing I can't have. I want this thing
Uh,
I can't have.
I'm going to go ahead and say that that Kevin and I are drinking buddies.
Cool.
So you just
It's
write that on this
appropriate.
one?
Yep.
Okay.
Drinking buddies out on the ice.
Mm-hmm. It's a very safe place to get wasted.
Yeah. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
What could go wrong?
So many things.
I'm gonna use this 2 to make us co-workers.
Thanks.
That's a super vague. I was like, that's not a broad category.
We have a work relationship.
There's a work section.
work.
And then it's
We work
co-workers.
together.
I feel like we could have done better there.
I feel like I'll assimilate better into the character this way.
Well, we'll figure
Given
out
that
what
we're
it is.
currently co-workers.
Yeah, given that we experience it on a fairly regular basis.
We'll figure out what that means, perhaps
Later.
a little more specifically.
Yeah. We're visiting dignitary handlers.
Oh, wow.
Visiting dignitary and handler, or visiting dignitary handlers?
Handlers.
Huh. That's unique.
That's
Really handling those dignitaries. Yeah.
Yep. 6 is gone. I took the 6. It's my
You took
fault.
the
Yeah, you're the one who took the 6.
You took the 6.
You just had to have soul.
Yeah. Well, since we are visiting dignitary handlers, we need to get out of a work detail that is killing you.
Oh, that sounds that sounds really good. That sounds super good.
Alrighty.
Alright.
We still need a need between Russ and I.
We need a need, huh?
We still have to define the untoward object. We still have to define the location. That's been undefined. And the soul
true.
relationship.
Okay.
So you got lots of choices. And
Let's see
fewer
here.
and fewer dices to make
Yeah.
that choice with.
You have 5,
1,
3,
3, and 5.
that was thoroughly confusing.
We said all the same numbers.
Yeah, you
just
did
not in the
say
same order.
the same things.
God, that fridge.
Does it bother you?
There's a tiny person in our fridge who's trying to get out.
Like, I would be laying here with the
Thunk.
cat, and then it would go thunk, and I'd be like, I know you don't care, Felicity, but I think that's the weirdest thing in this apartment.
All right, Kevin, I'm going to say that our need is going to be to get... I can't do
You don't
that
have force.
No.
one. To get the truth.
To get the truth.
We're trying to get to the bottom of things.
Write it out. We need to get to the truth.
Man, not having any force sucked. I have to...
It's always unique. That's
Call
part of
that
the fun of
wild
this
out
is
there,
the constraint.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that untoward object is definitely a dead seal.
Just to confirm
Right, that for
everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yeah, that's it's absolutely a dead seal.
I thought about picking something else for it, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
No,
It's
there is
just like-
wasn't there a 55
5-gallon urine barrel. That was the one I was eyeing for.
Yeah.
God. Okay. All right.
I don't know. I'm curious to see where y'all go with the dead seal.
What location do y'all have?
Mactown Science.
Yeah?
Mantown Science, sing the song, doo-dah.
Oh my god.
doo-dah.
Oh my god, no.
Apparently me and Kevin Y'all can put that on Mactown Science.
Closet in the biology pod in the CSEC research building.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of words.
I'll finish writing this tomorrow.
Just write closet. We'll know what you mean.
It's a very important place for
and
the
then
two
put
of
R.
you.
Kelly over there.
I will say Weird Al's Trapped in the Drive-Thru is probably the best parody of any song of all time.
I feel like that title would belong to Weird Al regardless.
Yes.
But
it's
good
It's
that
a
he had
7.5 minute parody of Trapped in the Closet, which I've watched far too much of. I've seen probably at least 2/3 of that.
Well, I liked
before I shut it off.
I liked how R. Kelly came out and was like, I have another 30 chapters.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, what are you doing, R. Kelly?
Nobody wants those, R. Kelly. Nobody thinks that's a good idea.
What the whole world has been.
When did that ever stop him from doing anything?
It has no melody, is incredibly repetitive, and makes zero sense. All right, Catherine.
I just
think
now
we've
have
got
finished writing
2 definitions left.
I just
Yeah,
did the
she
thing.
just did. It's
your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to choose what I'm going to define, which is going to really just give Russ the option to choose what he defines.
Uh-oh.
Yep, the ones who found the body.
Huzzah.
I have no qualms about that.
The ones who found the body.
I mean, would there be anybody else? It had to be us.
That's true.
Which means to get to the truth is completely open, and you can choose anything.
Uh-oh.
Under to get to the truth.
Yes.
Well,
you have 6 options.
so I can't put Dead Seal under here, too?
No, we have one dead,
Dead
seal
seal
that is
on all the
actually
cards.
enough dead seals.
No, but this one's actually Seal.
Like
the
a
artist.
Oh, well,
singer-songwriter
that
seal. Yeah.
So to get to the truth, it's a 3, but really it's any number.
Okay.
Perhaps you
Can
found
this
the body.
object that binds us just be something where it's in the middle of a conversation, we're just is that a dead seal? And that's just the end of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like-
We've made
Okay.
connections that tenuous before. In the first episode, Kevin and I were supposed to be having sex all the time or something.
We were definitely supposed to be.
We
Yeah.
were supposed to be, and it just never. It came out very subtly,
Yeah.
and sometimes things just get left behind.
So, I don't think there's nearly enough scandal, so we're going to get to the truth about someone's infidelity.
Ooh.
This one's really wide ranging. There's no
Yeah.
tight knit anything here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dead body
I don't
and
know.
infidelity
A
and
dead
royal
seal.
and foreign dignitaries.
I don't know. We can have fun with this.
There's
This gives us opportunities to come up with more details
That's true.
as we play.
That's true.
Okay, so now we need all the dice back in the pool. The cards stay. Ta-da. Now you get to name your character. We get to figure out who everybody is.
Okay.
oh jeez.
So if I'm a handler of said visiting dignitary, I'm probably new to the ice, to the MacMurdo Station, MacTown as they call it, and so I'm curious about how we became drinking buddies. That's, I think, an interesting concept, and then this set need of getting to the truth.
So then you must have already been working at the place because
Yeah.
we were previously co-workers,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
would mean that you were assigned to also help with the
Yeah, you're probably the local liaison,
visiting
That's fine.
dignitary.
Yeah.
which maybe means you work in a non-essential job.
That's probably true.
Look, we need you to go deal with this guy. He's gonna be taken care of. I'm pretty sure that dead seal was an endangered species.
Of course, that's the only way. Because otherwise, it's just being us. Look.
If there's roadkill.
Oh, watch out for that dead seal.
Yeah, I like to think one of you is responsible for it.
Gross.
Which one of you killed it?
I don't know which one of us killed the dead seal.
Maybe, I don't know.
I guess we
Yeah,
could have
I don't
found.
know.
I guess we could
Yeah.
have found the dead
Could have
seal.
stumbled
Yeah.
across it.
Yeah.
We found another
Trying
body.
to figure out who killed the dead seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nico keeps telling me in riddles about the dead body he found, and I'm like, it's a
Like-
seal, it's not that big a deal. But in reality, things are really bad. In reality, things are terrible. So I guess this might come out later, but if we're really ditching that dignitary, I guess he could end up sorts of places, in closets, dead.
He could be the body.
He probably is the body.
He could be
That's-
the body.
That's
Yeah.
probably the body.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody knows that's who it is yet, though.
That's fine.
Maybe we're expecting him to get here.
Yeah.
We're expecting him to get here. Like, we've been tasked with dealing with him. I'm the local. I came with him. I'm his advanced troop. He should have been here at least 2 days ago. And until he shows up, I have very little to do other than sit in the commissary and drink my sorrows away. Where I come up against none other than Russ's character.
I'm getting a vibe of I'm hanging out in the science center, probably like this conspiracy theorist who's trying to get to the bottom of all the things that are going on. And I just sit at the commissary or whatnot, and I'm sharing my crackpot ideas.
Yeah. Okay.
So I feel like this is definitely alluding to the fact that we found the body in here.
In that closet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty clear.
Crap in the closet,
That's pretty straightforward.
So do both of you work in that science room?
I would like to think that I'm that because we are co-workers and her job is not essential, so is mine.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like lacklusterly trying to find nothing to do.
You might be managing the lab or something.
Yeah, we are in Antarctica, the home of the eternal night, which I like to believe drives us all a little crazy. Or the eternal day. I don't know which one it is yet.
Well, if it hasn't, it definitely will tonight.
Yeah.
Is that it? You're not going to have a last name?
I'm going to have a last name. I
Okay.
don't know what it is yet.
Okay, that's fine.
My first instinct is to just say Fjord, but it's not.
Sven Fjord.
I wasn't judging. I'm just saying.
That is the most Viking name I've ever heard.
That sounds the best. Natalie Donovan. Okay.
All right. Since we were talking about R. Kelly, my last name is Kelly. Bertram Kelly.
Bertram
Seems
Kelly.
like a good conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, Bertram Kelly.
Bertram Kelly.
Yeah. I can see you whipping off your glasses right now.
Exactly. That's what I was going for.
Michael.
We did all right.
Michael Hunt. Call me Mike for short.
It's Ethan's brother.
I don't think I will do that.
No,
Damn, Kevin.
All right. So I think we have enough to get started. How do we feel? We've got some rough outlines. We'll fill in the details as we go. Don't be afraid to go crazy, because we all will. I do think we should decide, are we going to be in the part of... Well, if we're in Antarctica, we probably have to be where it's like daytime all the time, because if it's nighttime all the time, we will all die.
Yeah, we will all die. I'm sure we have to... Well,
there's only like
section...
3 places where people live, right?
There's a section called lifers on there. Like, those people don't leave every 6 months.
That's true.
There must be some way for us to survive in Antarctica without... But I doubt people travel in much if it's not the sunny time.
Yeah, so it's probably sunny time.
Sunny time.
Yes. The eternal day.
Sunny time heading towards the nighty time?
Maybe? Are we worried that we might get trapped if we don't get out in time?
Yeah. Well, y'all are. Some of us live there and hate every second. Yeah.
There might be an extra spot on my plane.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Hey, yo.
All right, Nico, what'd you think?
Set up a resolve.
I'm gonna set up. So we're at the MacTown Science place.
The lab?
Yeah, sure. And so we're at the MacTown Science Lab where myself and Natalie work. And so we're just there kind of doing our usual duties at the moment. Nothing of particular interest, just kind of going about our daily things and kind of waiting on the expecting dignitary to come in. I'm trying to figure out ways to shirk my responsibilities in my job, while Natalie is actually doing her job.
That's probably true.
And so
That's probably true. So I'm sure my job involves a lot of paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Very tedious paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm being slightly nervous that dignitary hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah.
So I'm probably dutifully working. You're going to have to shirk your responsibilities by interrupting me.
So where's this dignitary at?
I'm not sure. His the Cinda head has been drinking ever since he got here. I have no idea where he is. But I don't know where the dignitary is either. But honestly, they need to hurry up if they don't want to stay for a while. They need to keep it moving.
For sure. I think we could both agree that this is a really pressing matter.
Mm-hmm.
And since you seem like you got everything down here with the paperwork section,
Yes.
I think I'm going to check on that guy who's drinking too much to see
Okay.
if maybe we can find out where that dignitary is.
Okay, I'm not sure if he's heard from him, but that sounds like a good idea if you want to go and do that. Just go.
I'll totally check on it. It seems like you got everything down.
Yeah, I do.
I trust your abilities.
Thank you.
You're really good at this.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna go and find the drinking guy.
Yeah, see if you can bring him back here, 20, 30 minutes. We can all talk together.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be back within like a couple of hours for sure.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Yeah. Nico's useless.
So how are we resolving?
He got out his responsibilities.
Yeah.
That was overall
Are we okay with that, or
positive.
do we want to make him have a negative resolution? 'Cause
Yeah,
I think
we can resolve. We can resolve.
We can make it. Yeah.
I don't know. What do we want to happen to Nico? Mike, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Michael.
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 Yeah.
Michael.
Well, Mike is fine.
Michael Hunt,
Michael.
but I go by Mike.
I mean, if he gets away, it's positive, but something could happen to him on the way to go
Yeah.
find Sven.
I'm okay with letting him go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Avoiding his work.
That's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Give that away.
Hooray.
You
You gotta
give that
it
away.
You gotta give it to somebody else.
Give it away, give it away, give it away.
We made that joke like 3 episodes
Yeah.
ago.
Well, sorry. Okay.
Pack up your things and get out.
No, they're supposed to get out.
This job.
Oh my
That's
God.
true. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to set up a resolve, Natalie?
I'll resolve, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to keep doing paperwork because I know that Michael won't. And if Michael doesn't do it, I have to, and
Okay.
it has to get done. Yeah.
So you receive, I think, setup is you receive a call from your boss,
Yeah.
who doesn't actually work at the station.
Of course not.
Your boss lives in Maui.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's warm there, and he probably sends me lots of pictures. And
Yeah, you
Yeah.
deeply regret accepting the friend request on Facebook
yes.
because all you see is pictures of beaches.
Yeah, which is disappointing.
But he calls and he's like, "Hey, Natalie, we've got what's his name coming in, and his plane's supposed to be there in like 20 minutes. So you should go out to the dock and wait there until he shows up because this guy's really important, and we need somebody to keep track of him. He's got a bit of the old drinky problem."
Oh.
And a bit of the old, snorty.
Oh, God.
And
Okay.
he's also fond of guns. We told him not to bring any,
Okay.
but
He has to go through security to come in. Like, they're going to check him.
no, he's got diplomatic immunity. They don't do that.
Oh, okay.
But it's very important that he enjoys his stay because he's responsible for like $30 million in grant money. That we need for you to keep your job.
Do I get to retire?
No, we got medics down there. It'll be fine.
God, okay.
But we need, the station will close if he is not happy with his visit.
Okay. If I go out to the dock, you mean wait inside, right?
Well, I want you to see the plane coming. I mean,
I
are there windows in the dock?
Yes.
Are there windows there?
Yes.
How do you want to go with this?
I still have to leave my nest of paperwork, and it's going negatively overall because I am I get off the phone.
Yeah,
I
would
love
for you to make sure that he can see as he's coming in.
Yeah. I convinced him there. I think the only positive thing I get of this is I could convince my boss that there are windows in the dock and I can just stay inside.
Yeah,
like,
is that what you're gonna go for?
But overall, it's just bad. Like everything you've told me is bad. Yeah. Thanks. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll give you a call later.
Yeah. No, I'm getting a Mai Tai later. So don't bother me during Mai Tai time.
Yeah, I'm gonna call
That's
you whenever.
my time.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you whenever I want. You can just not answer the phone. Okay.
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah. Here you go, Kevin.
Hey, cool. My very own black die. That'll be nice.
Cool. Good job.
I don't know why I wrote this down. I just thought it would be a fun thing to write, so I did.
You did a good job. Is that the name of our visiting dignitary?
Maybe.
That's what I was hoping.
Maybe. That's a possibility.
You got me all excited over here.
It certainly can be. Cool. So I'm going to choose to set up the scene, which is going to be... we're on the plane as it lands. So this is we are arriving. Basically, me and the pilot. Like my boss, Mr. Cameron, is not here yet. He has his own private jet. He likes to fly his own plane.
Oh.
So I certainly hope he shows up soon.
His guns.
Yes. Mr. Cameron likes to fly his own plane. So so the plane lands. Myself and the pilot get off. The pilot immediately just takes back off. The pilot doesn't get off. He just immediately
drop shot.
He doesn't even let the engines cool, because that would be dangerous in this incredibly cold weather that I'm entirely unprepared for.
Yeah.
It's really cold out here.
Yeah.
And who do I meet at the docks other than you are?
My name's Natalie.
Yes.
Natalie Donovan.
Okay. Okay.
Are you here for Mr. Cameron?
I am. Well, not here for him is a strong word. I am his personal assistant, and you may notice he's not currently with me because he likes to make an entrance on his own personal plane that he flies that I'm not allowed on. He's very particular about that sort of thing.
Okay.
But hopefully he's not bringing anybody else with him. It's just him. But he should be here any minute now.
Does he often bring people with him?
Yes.
Like
people.
Okay. All right.
Do you have any spare coats?
Yes. We have lots of coats. A lot of people arrive and don't really understand what it's like living here.
It's cold in Antarctica. Who would have guessed that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's. Can we go inside?
Yeah.
It feels weird that we're sitting on the tarmac here.
Yeah. Let's. So we make our way inside, and it is at least warmer there.
Okay. Oh, that's better. Okay. It's really cold out there. So have you heard from Mr. Cameron recently?
No, and my boss called me and said that he was going to be here in the next, at this point, 10 minutes or so, but I haven't heard anything else.
He's usually right behind me. He's trying to, he wants me to prepare things, get everything set up, so I need to make sure his accommodations are okay. You did the memo about his accommodations?
I got the 24.5-page memo. I certainly did.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
And we've checked all of that. I mean, we should go look it over. I'm really worried. He's very particular.
Okay.
We need at least a 3-bedroom suite. Is that a thing y'all have down here?
Sort of. We made do. It's not. It's all singles here.
What do you mean made do?
We cut off part of a hallway for him.
That should work. Okay. Y'all can choose if this goes well for me or not.
Your boss still isn't here.
Yeah. He's probably right around the corner.
Okay.
Flying around the Cape of Good Hope. He likes Hope. Is that the one in which is the one near Antarctica? I'm not great at geography.
No.
Okay, that's you're doing a great.
What's the one at the bottom of Africa?
I think you're right.
I think that's you're right.
Yeah, that seems like the closest place. That's where I took off from.
Okay, all right. So he's just hanging out around there, flying.
He likes to show off.
Okay.
So if you see sometimes it's really good to put up flares with bright green smoke. He likes to fly through that.
Yeah.
How many green flare smoke?
It's cold out. Flares don't work.
Oh. Okay.
It's very cold out.
I feel like this is ending poorly for you.
Yeah.
So you don't have the room ready.
The room is ready.
Right, well, it's
Rooms.
yeah. Okay. He also has very strict dietary requirements.
We got all the lists.
He has a raw diet. He only eats raw food. Not
yes.
just vegetables. Raw meat is also acceptable.
Yes.
He's not fond of cooking things.
That's fine. We have plenty of raw things here.
Smoked doesn't count. That's cooked.
Okay. We don't have much meat here overall.
Okay.
So we'll be eating a lot of vegetables, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Like canned?
No.
Because that's cooking.
We grow everything down here.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Cool.
How do you... They can't deliver food to us very often. How do you... Like, I live here. Like, I live here all the time. Like,
Really?
people live here.
How do you put up with that? Is it nice? Is it nice? Is it nice?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. This is going to be a fun 6 to 8 weeks.
But I survive.
Yeah.
How long are you staying?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. There does come a point where we can't allow planes to take off anymore. So you see how the sun's up right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's getting a little late. It's pretty high, right?
The sun's up all the time
Oh.
for 6 months.
Oh.
Okay. And then after 6 months is over, the sun sets,
Yeah?
and it stays set.
We're still on Earth, right?
Last time I checked.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
the sun sets for 6
I need-
months, so y'all need to leave before the sun sets for 6 months. No one comes in or out for those 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like that would be terrible.
I do
cool.
live here, but yes.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go check out the rooms.
Okay.
If anything's wrong, do I let you know? Do you have like a cell phone
yeah.
or a walkie-talkie?
We don't use walkie-talkies here. You can just text me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Am I roaming? Is this?
What?
Would this be considered like roaming? I don't have an international plan. Mr. Cameron is very stingy with my allowances.
Okay. All right. I'll find you a cell phone and just send you on your way.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Cool. So we're calling it a negative resolution for myself.
Yeah. That ended up real poorly for you.
I'm gonna give that to my good friend Michael. I don't know why, just felt like it.
You could end up staying here for 6 months.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that.
Yeah.
I have to convince him to leave.
Yeah.
Are the ones that are given away, is that to mean that next whatever happens to me would
Nope.
be negative?
It's just
No.
a die you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Cool.
All right, Bertram, would you like to set up a resolve?
I'll resolve.
Okay. Any ideas for where to start our scene?
How about at the bar? And
Yeah.
At the bar?
I'm sure
you've just left this interaction,
Okay.
Yeah.
headed to the bar, and stumbled across Bertram.
Or if you wanted to say that you did your job, you can say you checked out the rooms and found them to be satisfactory enough.
Enough.
Truth.
I'm gonna get so yelled at. Okay.
That could be another cause of concern at this point.
It is.
You could be asking Bertram how
Yeah.
long it is until the sun sets.
Yeah. Do you work here? Excuse me. Do you work here, sir?
Yes, there's so much going on that you don't know about.
I mean, I only just got here. I don't expect to know much.
Well, exactly. I haven't seen you before. What are you doing here?
I am the forward operating base for Mr. Cameron.
Mr. Cameron?
Yes. Yes, he's coming to visit. He is he's very important. He's filming. Looking to film in a snowy sort of place.
He's not coming here to terminate anyone, is he?
I don't know that he has that power. I mean, I think he did that movie once. That wasn't real. No. No, I think. No. He's just coming to look around.
You seem nervous.
Incredibly nervous. Yes.
Why are you nervous? What are you hiding?
I mean, I'm not hiding anything. I'm under a lot of stress. What do y'all have to drink around here?
We have the finest Antarctican ales.
Really, Antarctic ales?
Yes, we call them whale ale. Yes. You should try it.
This is a continent. You don't have whales on continents.
You just got here.
Valid point. One whale ale, please. One whale ale.
Whale ale coming up.
I need. Okay, I heard you seem like you've been here a while. You know all about their finest whale ales. Do you work here?
In a manner of speaking.
I don't know what that means.
I'm here to figure out what's going on.
What's going on?
I don't know. That's what I'm here to figure out.
Worried? Look, everything
Everyone
needs to
should be worried.
Perfect. Mr. Cameron is very particular about everything. Is there, did you get the memo? The memo about Mr. Cameron's...
Do I look like the kind of person who anyone would trust with any information?
I don't know. I'm new here. What I need is... How long until the sun sets?
In a metaphorical sense or literally?
I mean, I was talking to someone else about the weird sun thing y'all got going on down here. And it...
We've got... I mean, if you're talking about the eternal night,
is that what we call it? That's a rough name. We couldn't come up with something a little bit happier. No,
we're a little dramatic down here. We don't have much to do.
Okay,
we don't get cable.
Oh, so you didn't get the memo? No cable. Okay. 2 more whale ales, please.
2 whale ales.
Would you like anything, sir?
I've had my fill of whale ales. Thank you.
Okay.
I thirst for information.
This is good. I feel better with this inside of me. It's certainly warming. It doesn't taste like beer. Is it beer?
I don't know if you want to know that.
Okay. 1 more whale ale, please. And I'm just getting hammered at this point.
I feel like this is ending well for Russ as he's getting to the bottom of some things.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is yet. But.
Okay. Do you want to resolve it positively for you? Is that where we're going?
I think so.
Okay.
Like I'm kind of getting. This seems like a person who I can maybe get to tell me something.
Yeah. What do you?
I don't know what I want to know.
I'm 4 whale ales in. What are you looking to find out? I mean, would you like a copy of the memo? I feel like it should have been distributed to everybody.
I'll take a copy of your memo, as you call it.
Yes, I've got a few spare ones over here. Rifle. Yes. So, Mr. Cameron, please don't look him in the eye. He's very particular about his eye space.
What is he hiding?
I don't know. He doesn't wear sunglasses or anything like that. Like, you can see them. He just doesn't want you to look at them. His eyes. Eyes are to be looked with, he says, not looked at.
Oh, damn.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, he did that as well. He went down to the Marianas Trench. Perhaps you heard of it. He's gone deep, and now he's going cold. It's a thing. He's gonna go real high next. I think he wants to go to space. Oh God, I don't want this job. Space is next on his whirlwind tour.
So, well, he'd have to be careful of the aliens, of course.
Probably. You're probably right. Aliens are super something to worry about. Can I get like a bucket just full of whale ale and a straw?
Trough of whale ale.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, is this like commissary based? Like, do I have to pay for these things?
I usually just walk out and no one asks me any questions. I don't know if you have the same luxury.
Put it on his tab. I'm just going to pass out at the bar.
So, I feel like that did resolve positively,
Okay,
as we already
cool.
discussed.
Made a friend.
Exactly. Like, I have someone who is still talking to me for some reason. Probably because he's just so stressed that he can't really deal with anything else. But yeah, I feel like, after getting the memo, like, it gives me some kind of information, even if it's completely useless in the long run. At least I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Trying to figure out where things should go with me.
Well, there's certainly a body to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a dead seal. There's also a dead body.
Yeah. I'm
You could go find Sven. That was what you told me you were originally going to do.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if maybe I should go and run into you two at the bar. That's where I said I was going.
That is where you said you were going, yeah.
Well, because eventually we have to, like, we've got stuff going on.
Yeah, we have stuff going on together.
Stuff going on, yeah.
And so...
Don't worry about it.
You want to set up or you want to resolve?
I'm gonna set up.
Okay.
I'm gonna set up. So while you two are
You have to give this to somebody.
drinking
Oh, yeah.
and your scene has unfolded, I was at the bar the whole time.
Okay.
The entire time just drinking whilst avoiding my own responsibilities and letting Natalie do all of the work for both of us. And then I drunkenly ask you if you're a dignitary, and now here we are.
I mean, I don't have... Did you say dignity? Because I don't have much of that left.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for this indignant guy.
So you've met my boss.
So yeah. I'm Michael Hunt. You can call me Mike.
I probably won't.
But yeah. So you're like the dignitary guy, right?
Mr. Hunt, did you get the memo?
The
24 and a half pages. I have a copy if you need one.
Oh, Natalie was complaining about that.
Yes, I believe I met Miss Donovan previously.
Yeah, I vaguely recall skimming through it.
Look, Mr. Cameron will be here for his tour very shortly. I've checked the accommodations; they are appropriate. But we need what is your job here, sir?
My job is to take care of the logistics.
Just the man I'm looking to speak to.
Perfect for
so
both of us.
Could we? I need you. So I've checked the accommodations. They are adequate in every sense of the word. And so to make up for that, I need to know what sort of entertainment opportunities exist. Mr. Kelly over here apparently believes that you do not get cable. Am I to believe that correctly?
Yes. Bertram is absolutely correct in that. We certainly.
So what do you do for fun?
For fun, well, we're doing it right now.
We drink whale ale.
We drank plenty of whale ale, and so it's
gotten
it's
quite
going
good at that
great so far.
So we do need another whale ale.
Oh.
But beyond that, we need to do a pre-tour of the facilities.
Well,
so-
in the realm of entertainment, sometimes we just go and like chuck rocks at penguins. That's
Mr.
He's not wrong. That's a popular pastime.
I mean, they get real upset.
I'm going to
about
need
it,
you
but
to
it's
put.
really funny.
Mr. Cameron is an environmentalist. I believe you were going to need to put that.
Wait, so does he want to throw leaves at them, or?
There will be no throwing of anything.
Fair enough. I mean,
at the indigenous animal populations.
Okay.
Not a hair on any head should be hurt.
okay. I think they're feathers.
Not dolphins, not whales, not sea lions, nor seals, nor penguins.
All right.
In
All
that
of
case, we shouldn't tell him about how whale ale gets made.
Yeah, probably not. That's. Well, it's
I'm a vegetarian.
It's all quite above board. I promise you. But
I need you. I need you to take me on a tour of the facilities.
Yeah.
Facilities.
Yes.
I need to see every inch of this place and make sure that no animals are being harmed. Did you get the memo?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was the first person to get it. But Bertram really, I feel like he took it and he just ran with it. So you should maybe talk to him a bit more about it. As a matter of fact, I think this is a great opportunity for you, Bertram, because there is, I think, a mystery afoot with what's happening throughout all.
What makes you think that? Why do you say this? What do you know?
Well, I've just been hearing things like around the base about like secret this or that and like that kind of thing. And
I like that. I like secret this and I like secret that.
I know. Trust me, I know you do, and I think it would be really in your favor to, in some way, shape, or form, help this guy stop yelling at me and show him the base.
I'm sitting right here. I'm 2 seats down on the bar.
I mean, it's I know you're new here, but like kind of rude to be eavesdropping like this. Well, I think this is all very mysterious and whatnot. At the very least, you should come with us.
I do like a good mystery.
I just need to see the testing facilities and make sure that no animals or plants are coming to any harm.
All right. Well, if there's one thing I can certainly do around here, and it's certainly walk around. So let's go and look at some stuff. And
I'm okay. Yes, good.
I think
stuff.
we're all gonna get exactly what we're looking for in this walk to remember.
Thanks. Okay. Alright.
Oh, we're buddying up over here. This is great.
Yeah, y'all.
We're building a mystery team.
3 whale ales to go, please.
You can never have enough whale ale.
No, I can't walk around the base with that. How'd they let y'all leave? I'll set up. I find y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I brought Sven the Antarctica local cell phone.
This will be quite convenient.
Yeah. My number is pre-crammed in there along with Mike's and some of the other people here. Mike, I'm actually surprised you found Sven.
I mean, I always do what I'm saying I'm gonna do.
That's okay. That's true sometimes.
Yep. It definitely is.
Sometimes, always.
Sometimes true. Y'all look trashed. What are you doing?
We're investigating.
Right.
Oh, hi Bertram.
Do you have any whale ale?
No, it shouldn't leave. It shouldn't leave the commissary.
That's just what they want you to think.
No, I think it's illegal.
Bertram here has introduced me to the wonders of whale ale.
Yeah, I don't.
It has certainly calmed my nerves immensely.
Good.
Listen, Natalie, I think we can all agree that every one of us is very drunk.
Yes,
And
that's,
so,
as long as you're not including me, you are pretty
yeah,
correct.
I mean, like, it's semantics, really, but, I'm glad to be here, you know?
Oh, good. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, did you check out the rooms? Were they...
They were adequate at best.
Okay.
I honestly think you might need to knock out a few more walls to really bring them up to the appropriate size that is necessary.
We can't knock out walls.
For perhaps additional walls.
We can't knock out the walls. They're very thick to keep us warm because it's cold outside.
I think, you know what? Let's just knock a couple of them down.
No, Mike.
Let's knock 4 or 5
I like the way
of them
Mr.
down.
Hunt thinks.
Is there something in the walls that you don't want us to find?
You know what, Bertram? I think that's exactly what it is.
Okay, guys.
It's
I'm,
finally making sense.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just... Y'all don't have the ability to knock down the walls, and that's the only reason I'm letting y'all go on this. Like, you don't have any way to do that, so,
It's because something is constricting us from doing so,
There's-
which I think is yet another mystery that is needed to be solved.
Okay.
Do you have the memo? Have you read the memo?
I'm the only one on the goddamn station that has read the memo. Yes, I've read the fucking memo.
Good.
Thank you. I appreciate...
So you understand the importance of making sure that you've read the memo.
Yes, as I have read the memo.
I just want to go on record and say I've read that memo like at least 4 times.
Where's the memo on your desk right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, how can I even know when I'm drunk?
Yeah, you
So-
are. You are, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Okay. So basically, when is Mr. Cameron arriving? You said he was right around the corner.
He should
even
be-
though
he should be here right now.
atmospheres Don't okay, where is he?
I don't know.
But
Okay.
why isn't he here?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay.
Trust me, I would be very worried about it, but I had a trough of whale ale about 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
They come in troughs,
They do. That's true.
With the straw.
That's
which
true.
was exciting. I am beginning to regret the decision, however.
Okay. All right. I guess. Okay. Y'all can't really hurt yourselves. Everything here is essentially toddler-proof because if everybody, like, after that time with Mike, and remember, like, you opened up that hatch. And
Oh man, that was a bad idea.
it was, we toddler-proofed a lot of things. So even
I knew there
grown
was
people-
something that happened. You're hiding it from me.
I mean, it just sounds like you opened a hatch, Mr. Kelly.
We toddler-proofed
Or-
a lot of things.
Did they blow the lid off that hatch?
Why are you... Okay. Okay, guys. Y'all can't fuck anything up too bad because the entire station is childproof. And y'all basically have the wherewithal of
But
children
see,
right now.
we're adults,
That's,
so it's not adult proof.
that's very thoughtful. But it is drunk adult proof. How's that?
I've messed with a lot of things here. She's telling the truth.
Yeah, I have preemptively taken care of a lot of things, trying to make sure that Mike doesn't fuck anything up. So I'm going to go back to the dock because the very important dignitary should be here eventually. I'm probably gonna wait there for a little while. Please don't set fire to anything.
All right. I mean, you're in charge.
Seems like you're really concerned with us not destroying the place. I wonder why that is. I wonder
That's
what you're
because
hiding.
we all live here.
Yeah.
And it's cold outside.
No.
Okay, alright. Okay. But it's cold outside and we all live here. So if you destroy it, we're all going to die. That's how this ends.
You know what? Natalie and I have been working together a long time, and I think that we should go off of her lead on this one because if we do that, then I don't have to do anything, and I'm okay with that.
I don't normally trust people, but for some reason I'll trust you.
I mean,
So if you trust her, that's
Okay, fine.
I'll go with you.
Okay,
Sounds-
fine. Y'all go.
Even though I think she's hiding something.
yeah. I mean, she probably is, but
Okay.
we'll find out later.
Alright. That's great. I'm going back to the dock. Please don't hurt yourselves.
All right.
Okay. Alright. Was that enough resolution?
That's
okay.
I'm just waiting for someone to heat up these cinder sticks.
Ooh.
Ooh la la.
I gave my dice away. I'm done.
It's your turn now.
Natalie's
We
done
need
with
to do
this
the
shit.
crazy one sometime, Catherine.
I
I
was-
the very,
I know.
normal...
the very sad.
You're the person trying to make
I
sense
am.
of the world
I am.
that she's trapped in.
The only time that worked really well was the first episode, though. Everything turned out okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything turned out okay. And by okay, I mean well enough. I went home and everything was moderately normal, and
Yeah.
I fell asleep with probably my cat on my stomach.
I'm pretty sure that's actually what you said at the time. Yeah.
It's probably what I said at the time.
All right, I'm going to set up my scene. It is the following morning.
Okay.
I am waking up with a hangover to kill other hangovers. I have the hangover that a hangover gets when it had too much to drink last night. I'm in the middle of a hallway. I do not know where I am, but I get up and I stumble around for a while.
Someone has come and dropped a blanket on you. It's probably me.
I get up and I stumble around long
I just
enough.
dropped it on your head. It is still folded.
My mouth tastes like cotton.
Like 6 hours ago.
Like I was eating a blanket. Ow. I wake. So I start up like, you know, I've just woken up from a terrible nightmare that I drank something called whale ale all night, and I eventually stumble my way, almost on hands and knees, to the hangar where Mr. Cameron's plane is parked. Oh no. Oh no, he's here. When did he get here? What day is it?
I see you enjoyed your whale ale.
What day is it? How long? Do you have a watch?
Yes.
What does it say?
The time.
Oh, good. Did you always make this much sense? You seemed more cognizant in the late nights. Okay, Mr. Cameron's here. He's been here for a long time. Nobody greeted him. I didn't greet him. Okay. How long have you been here?
I was watching.
Did you see the plane land? Did you see Mr. Cameron?
Yes.
Where did he go?
He went to his room like a normal person.
You see a series of text messages on your phone if you happen to pull it out of your pocket where I inform you that I've taken care of pretty much everything.
Oh, thank God. Oh, good.
I inspected the plane. I didn't find anything interesting.
Really?
Nothing to help me in my search.
You did somebody else search the plane before you?
There was a coked out whore in the back, and he just like.
I mean, that's pretty normal. Okay, I'm going to go to Mr. Cameron's room, and I set up, right? So I get there. Do I find him or not?
No. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. He's not in his room.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Yeah.
I just start silently weeping.
Good job. Thanks.
Cool, that was my quick scene.
Let's see.
We can also do flashbacks if you need to.
Yeah, flashbacks, flash forwards. If you're stuck, jumping forward in time can be really useful as well.
That sounds confusing.
Well, I mean, you know, it's like Memento or other movies. Mm-hmm. Or just having
that was confusing until you see the whole thing.
even just having a time skip, like just skipping to the next morning.
Ellipses, yeah.
If you don't have a setup, I have one I can provide and let you resolve it.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're snooping around. It's later that afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And you are doing a room by room check because it turns out you're actually the janitor, and so you have to sweep things occasionally. And so you're doing that, and you go into your supply closet in Mactown Science. Sing this song. The closet in the biology pod in the CSEC research building, and what do you find but a corpse? Meanwhile, Mr. Hunt is just sitting there, not doing any paperwork. He's just sleeping on his desk.
Am I there? Well, yeah, I would imagine that I'd have to be conscious for it because we find it together, right?
Well, I think you're in the room.
I think you are close by to a point where y'all are shared.
That's the setup. Let's see where we go.
Mike Hunt. Mike.
What?
I found it. I found what they're hiding.
Stop shouting.
I found what they're hiding, Mike Hunt.
What is it?
Mike Hunt, I found it.
Where?
Look at the look. Let me show you. Look.
Holy, that's a fucking dead person.
I would hardly say it's fucking currently, but it's a dead person. This is what they've been hiding.
Frozen solid.
Who is this?
I thought you would know. I don't know.
Didn't you? We should probably call someone. Where's Natalie? She'll know what to do.
What if she put it there? What if I put it there?
Oh God, I'm so hungover. Well, we should definitely just. I think what we need to do is close the door, and continue with our lives.
But what if someone finds it and they think it was us?
I don't. It's well, that'll be another
The corpse
mystery
sickle
to solve.
starts leaning forward. It doesn't shatter, but a few parts do fall off.
Bits fall off. Yeah, they kind of like scoot off in different directions.
I without hesitation or any form of like trauma or feeling that this is weird, pick it up and start trying to place the pieces back onto it.
What are you doing? We have to do something.
Trust me, it'll work. Just
But we can't tell anyone, because then if it was them, they could get us. What if they didn't want us to find it? This is what they've been hiding.
That's true, and that's why we should never tell anybody that we found this.
But what do we do? It's here.
That's know what we should do? Is we should go and drink until we find a solution.
Do we bring him?
I don't know who you're
We
talking
could say-
about. Wink.
We could. This is a science place. We could say it's for science.
Truth. Let's go and scientifically ingest more whale ale. Nobody. Listen. We didn't find a dead guy. Remember? Because if we found a dead guy, then we would have to do stuff.
But
And I don't want to do that.
well, we can't just leave him. We should take him with us. We'll take him with us to the commissary.
I think you know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna leave you here to get him out of here.
No, because you're gonna leave me alone with him.
Yeah, and I think.
But what if
I'm
whoever
gonna
put
be
him
right back
here-
so that way I can grab a couple sled dogs and then we'll.
But
move
what if you put
up
him
to
here and
the,
you're gonna kill me?
I don't think that's what's gonna happen at all. As a matter of fact, I heard that dude Sven talking about how he was gonna do exactly that. So I'm just gonna get those sled dogs.
But
so
I
that way
don't.
we could help
I
you
don't.
out.
I don't. And out of nowhere, I pull out handcuffs, and I handcuff you to the cadaver.
Okay.
You can't leave him here. And then I handcuff myself to the cadaver.
Why
I
are
say,
you carrying around 2 sets of handcuffs? Never mind.
I'm a weird guy.
That's
The
fine.
janitor.
And I say, see, now we're in this together. You can't leave me.
Does this resolve well for you or poorly?
I don't know yet.
Are
I haven't thought that far ahead.
Clearly.
I think that this was probably not the best move to do this. What? Apparently, you know what's going on. What do we do from here?
Wait, well, let's. I can't calm down. Let's go get some whale ale with our new dead friend.
Oh, great! Now's a good time to do that. We couldn't have done it before.
Like I said, we tell people it's for science.
Yeah.
And if someone acts like they know what's going on, then we know it was them who did it.
It's certainly for something. Yeah, you know what? Alcohol sounds like exactly what I need to happen right now.
Okay, so
positive or negative?
definitely negative, because he freaked out and he reacted poorly.
Yeah, you're handcuffed to a dead guy now.
We are both handcuffed to a cadaver that we were going down to the commissary with to drink. Now we'll go ahead and give this one.
All right, then.
How you feeling, Nico? Actually, it's time for the tilt.
It is time for the tilt.
Oh, good.
Thanks for listening to Catastrophic. Tune in next week for the thrilling conclusion to James Cameron's Ice Capades. If you like the show, please tell your friends. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/catastrophicpodcast, follow us on Twitter at Fiasco Podcast, or just visit our website at catastrophic.horse. Why .horse? Why not? Hello and welcome to Catastrophic, the improvisational storytelling podcast where we use the RPG Fiasco to make up a movie. This week we're using the playset The Ice from the original Fiasco book by Jason Morningstar. So sit back and stay tuned for part 2 of James Cameron's Ice Capades. So everybody has some dice in front of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over here.
Ooh,
So what you're going to do is you're going to roll your dice, and you're going to separate them. You're going to add the black together, the white together, and then you're going to subtract some things. So I have 10 black. You have 1 black, Nico. You have 3 white.
5 white.
5 white. So Catherine, you and I get to select the tilt.
This is the first time I've got to select the tilt.
Yeah.
So exciting. Okay.
What do we want to do?
What do you have?
We got a 6 and a 4. We got everything but a 1 and a 3. So no 1 or 3.
Yeah. So no mayhem. What are we gonna do? Mayhem is like our bread and butter. Where's the out of control animal?
I think we do have failure. I think we're setting ourselves up for failure.
Yeah.
We could easily do 6 and 2, something precious.
I am kind of a crazy person. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't seem that far out of left field.
A good plan comes unraveled.
That I was taking
I'm just
care of,
happy
but it
that it
wasn't.
happened.
I like
Just
something
like-
precious is on fire.
Oh no!
Okay, so we
I
can
like-
pick that one.
I like things being on
That's
fire.
fantastic.
So we'll do something else. That's our 6 and a 2.
I'm just a dude who wants to
So,
do
5,
as little
4.
as possible, and you put me in the worst situation for that. I just thoroughly enjoyed you yelling my name multiple times.
Oh yeah. Hey, everyone else is shying away. I'm not gonna.
Like,
4. Betrayed by friends. We could do 4 and 2. Betrayed by friends.
Yeah, I don't have friends, so that would work out well for me.
But you gotta have friends.
Or we could also do 2 and 5, which is confusion followed by pain.
Oh, I think that's
Oh.
yeah. Yeah.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.
What is that?
and is for anywhere and any time at all.
Here in the deep blue sea.
I don't know.
F
I don't know what
is
that
for
is.
fire
I don't know
that
what that
burns
is.
down the whole town. U is for uranium bombs. N is for no survivors. That's SpongeBob.
That's SpongeBob?
Well, that was Plankton.
Kevin, I think we might have hit the age difference right here across this table, right there. Oh,
Hey, now we're not that
Well,
much
it's-
younger.
I know, but like I obviously didn't know that song, and neither did Kevin. Okay,
Maybe it just means you're uncultured.
that's fine.
Like,
That's
I'll
fine.
take it.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So we have something precious on fire and confusion, followed by pain.
hooray!
I feel like we've already got some confusion going on this
Yeah, well,
side.
you can have
We're
more.
gonna see
That's
these
good. That's
in
good.
effect.
Confusion is good.
We've still got a dead seal that's going to show up.
Yeah, you and I
Oh.
have to do something with the
Yeah.
dead seal.
And something about infidelity too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes they don't all end up mooshed in there just right.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll tag it on there at the end.
Yeah, we made fun of a baby in our last episode,
They did. I forgot.
Like made fun of one, huh?
and then stole something from it.
Yeah.
Turns out stealing stuff from babies pretty easy. Again,
That's amazing.
Oh no!
yeah,
Quit talking about them.
yeah. So we've tilted. We have failure. Something precious is on fire, which is probably not great in this controlled environment that we're in.
Yeah.
And tragedy, confusion followed by pain. So we're gonna have both of those in play in the very near future.
This is like the first one without like animal threats or guns.
Yeah, there's been no guns
Good job, team.
Hooray!
or animals.
We can
Or
hurt each
animals.
other
Will
without
be-
guns.
Well, we do have a dead seal. We do have a
We do
dead
have a dead
seal.
seal.
But there's not like an
Nope,
animal
never really.
attack.
Coming to a theater near
Unless you
you.
count whale ale. I don't know.
I'm worried that I might have to. No whales were harmed in the making of this
The whales seek
podcast.
their revenge.
Cool. So, Mr. Hunt, would you like to start us off? Would you like to set up or resolve?
I think I'm gonna resolve on this one.
Okay.
I'm attached to a corpse. There's,
The setup is already pretty much
Yeah,
there.
the
right?
setup is pretty
The
solid.
setup's pretty solid.
yeah.
So Mike is handcuffed to a corpse. That corpse is also handcuffed to Bertram.
So were we? So
Y'all
we
are
were.
gonna go get drinks.
We were
right?
headed towards the commissary. Do we make it to the commissary, or do we run into something on the way?
I don't know. I feel like
I mean, we're dragging a corpse around.
this is. I mean,
You look like you can't even.
what I
right now.
feel like is going to happen. Well, we've got a corpsicle here that you're both handcuffed to. I feel like this. I feel like you make it to the bar okay, believe it or not.
It's early.
It's
/
early.
late.
The bar's not actually open yet.
I don't think anyone knows what time it actually is.
No.
Because it's day all the
The
time.
sun's just up.
The sun's up, so yeah.
Natalie's not in the office. It must not be
Yeah.
daytime.
Yeah.
So you get there, and there's nobody else there. So you actually manage to get a few whale ales down.
The bartender is just like,
The bartender's not there even. You
Y'all are just
you
doing
just go behind the
whatever.
bar
Throwing
and
them
get your own whale ales.
Is it? I feel like I should mention in my head the
Yeah.
bar is the one from The Shining in my head. Like, that's the one that I keep on seeing whenever we're talking
That's
about
responsible.
this.
Yeah, that's reasonable. And so that's all fine. That's happened. But now that you've got a few whale ales in you have to decide what you're going to do with this corpse that is now attached to you.
Yeah, good job, guys.
So I think that's the more important thing.
yeah.
So I'm gonna keep on drinking these whale ales while you tell me what exactly we're supposed to do right now, since you've attached me to a dead human being.
Well, we have to tell someone, but who do we tell? We can't trust anyone because they could have.
You
could have
can't
done it.
trust anyone. I can trust plenty of people, I guess. I just
Well,
not you right now because you've handcuffed me to a dead person.
Who do
what
you
I
trust?
need to do to get this dead person off of me? And I continue to dangle the dead person
He's
around.
actually frozen. Y'all are probably having a really hard go at this.
Not since we've made it to the commissary.
Yeah,
Now we're just like
it's-
stationary.
Yeah.
He's like face down in the trough of whale ale.
Honestly, it doesn't look like that. It's very that strange, honestly. It's something we've all seen before.
Yeah.
Well, if you trust someone, who should we tell? Who can help us figure out who did this?
So Natalie is somebody who has done things multiple times where I've done nothing, and I think we should tell her so she could do a thing and get us out of here.
She seems. If I don't know. I feel like if there were anyone who just hated the rest of us, it would probably be her. She might have something. She might be the one behind this.
Yep, I hear you. I'm gonna keep on just tugging at this thing until it breaks, in the hope that I can leave the general vicinity of you and this dead person. So maybe Natalie did it, but I would love to get off of this thing right now.
Well,
Where are the keys to this?
I don't believe in keys.
That's
If
not entirely
we tell
okay.
her, we have to handcuff her to the cadaver.
You have more handcuffs.
I can get more handcuffs. I was prepared for a situation like this.
So what is
I can't let her betray me.
what is the end result to this, Bertram?
We have to tell someone. Can we tell her in a way that she won't know everything?
If I say yes, can we go find her?
Okay, we should act casual. Let's not let her know everything right away.
Let's be casual right now. I think that'll be real easy given our current situation.
If she asks, someone did this to. We woke up and we were like this.
Sure. We should go and definitely find Natalie right now.
Okay.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Where is she? Where does she live?
I
want to know where she lives.
Oh god.
Well,
I have to make sure she's not a threat.
I have some idea. I just don't know where she'll be at this particular time because I have no idea what time it is because of this godforsaken ice hell we're on.
Alright, good job, guys.
Well, let's go to her house.
How'd
Let's
that go
start
for you?
there.
Is it going well?
I'm gonna say that's really negative.
You are still attached to a corpse.
So
You get to keep your die in the second act.
Oh, JKLOL.
I'm gonna resolve.
So,
I'd like to think that you're doing something that gives you some form of peace before we show up.
well, I don't like. Are you?
I
Is she
appreciate
home,
that.
or are we gonna like go over there and she's just totally somewhere else doing something else?
I feel like
Also, we have Mr. Cameron like running around. No one knows where he is.
Isn't that the dead
You're
person
attached
we're
to
That's
him.
the dead
attached to?
person.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that was the dead
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I've never seen him.
That's
I don't
okay.
know.
That's okay.
We don't have
you're-
cable. Like, why would I?
You're very involved in the story.
I would like
Oh,
to
no.
think that we do in fact
We have-
find
we not-
Natalie.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Also, if y'all would have given me the chance to correct, I'm sure we have Wi-Fi. Like,
Yeah.
y'all are like, oh no, we don't have cable, but yeah, we're gonna be okay. Like,
Yeah.
I had a nice long chat with Mr.
like
Cameron
there's
about the Wi-Fi options here on the
Can- yeah.
station. Yeah.
Can we stumble across you like watching Netflix and drinking tea? So there's clearly options for like other forms of entertainment.
That's fine.
I think that's
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah. Right.
So we show up and you hear a knock on your door.
Yeah. I'm. Oh god, it's really early. Okay. Oh hi. Just a second. Just a second. I'm probably.
Super clipped on the which I knew it was going to do, but
Yeah, because if you knock on the table, that's
Yeah.
where the microphone lives.
it is.
Okay.
Fix it in post.
Yeah. So I'm wearing a sweatshirt and pajama bottoms, and I open the door because it sounds frantic. And y'all are there, and my
And we
immediate response.
rush inside.
My immediate response is to scream about everything. Like, what I have seen and what I have not seen, and also that you're in my home right now. The only place I have where you do not go.
Miss Donovan. Miss Donovan.
No, Bertram, leave.
Miss Donovan.
We-
Mike.
Listen,
Mike.
Mike
listen.
Oh
Hunt.
god, what the hell is that?
Mike Hunt said that we could
It's a
trust
dead
you.
person. It's a it's a dead person, and I know almost as little as you do in this moment. All I know is that I've been handcuffed to it by Bertram. So what do I do right now? What do we do?
We have to find who killed this person. That's why we don't want to let him go.
We have security on this station. There are people in charge of this. Why did you bring him to my room?
Mike Hunt said that we could trust you.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm calling security. I need y'all out of my room.
But what if security did it?
That's fine. I don't care.
That's not fine.
I'm on board with the security
calling-
thing right now.
I'm calling
can
security.
Can we call them immediately?
Yeah, there's a panic button in the
I
room or
think there's-
something. I definitely hit the panic button in my room. Yeah. Luckily, there's recordings of everything that happens in the station.
So I think I'm gonna keep on tugging at this thing while security
so-
is coming.
Yeah. Are there keys? Handcuffs have keys.
There's well, as it turns out, Natalie, Bertram doesn't believe in keys.
Bertram, you're a
So here
janitor.
I
You have
am.
a ring of keys.
Well, that's in my other pants. I didn't
Oh god.
I didn't bring that this time. See, I don't have enough room on my pants for the handcuffs and the ring of keys, so I have to do
What?
one or the other.
Oh God, guys, who is that?
I don't know. I've
He's,
not seen him before. Have you seen this person?
No,
You
I
do more
can't-
things than
I
I do. I don't.
but I don't really like. He doesn't really look like a person anymore. I just.
Well, he's been
I'm really
been
nauseous.
around.
It looks like his nose is off. What did y'all do?
he got thirsty.
What?
He-
His nose is gone. That's not even anything. He's frozen and in my room with the two of you.
Clearly, you don't understand what whale ale is made of.
I can't. I can't speak on behalf of Bertram, but I would love to get off of this dead person immediately.
Okay. Security definitely shows up. And probably arrests both of y'all. My sheer female panic and also the recording of y'all coming into my room with the dead body keeps me from being arrested. So actually things are going surprisingly well for me right
good,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about
relatively,
my outcome so far. Yeah. Mike isn't interfering with my work by not doing it. He actually just stays out of the way, which is even better than what he does normally.
Truth.
And Bertram is not near me. Yeah. So, super positive.
Well done.
Yeah. This is not positive for you, whatever's about to happen.
I will resolve.
Okay, so I'm sure security takes the body to wherever bodies go. Probably some kind of medical ward.
So, at this point, I guess the last
Where have
place
you
we had
been?
left
You were just
Sven, he
wandering
was
around?
he was incredibly hungover after his first encounter with whale ale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you went to the dock.
Yeah.
Hangar.
To
Whatever.
try and find right.
It's
and
the
then
same
he didn't
place.
see.
Yeah, okay.
They accept boats and airplanes.
He couldn't find
Okay,
Mr.
cool.
Cameron.
Yeah, I couldn't find him on the plane. Yeah, that's where I was last.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually talked to Bertram while you were
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah. Who was not at the time attached to anybody
No, that's true.
via a pair of
Yeah,
handcuffs.
this was
That's
a long
true.
time ago.
Okay. So you've been looking for your boss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely looking for my boss.
Yeah, you've been looking for your boss, and I have not located him.
I also don't have any access to this station, so it's a lot
you
of
keep
me
getting
going
stuck
up to
places
to doors,
and knock
not
on
being able to
doors,
open
but
them.
it's still, let's say it's very early in the morning. Like if you had any idea what time it was,
Yeah.
like I was watching TV and drinking my tea in the morning before
Probably
getting
watching
ready.
local
So,
news.
Yeah.
So you
Antarctic
were
news is terrible,
thinking
though.
you were thinking that if Mr. Cameron was around, he should be somewhere around the facility.
Yeah. He can't
So
leave.
it
The
would
plane's
make
still here.
sense. It would make sense to maybe contact security, see if they had any footage of where he might have gone.
Yeah. So I'm gonna figure out how to contact security. I have a phone. Miss Donovan gave me a cell phone. Oh,
Antarctic
this is useful.
phone.
An Antarctic specific phone. I opened it up and I dealt
I
with
like that
first.
it's a flip phone.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn.
Yeah, it's a razor,
Antarctica.
obviously.
It's a razor.
Flip
Okay.
it open.
All
It
right.
makes the Star Trek noise. Doodle-doop.
Antarctican.
Antarctican.
Antarctican. Antarctic. That's not how you say that.
That's okay. I believe in you.
And there's literally only one number programmed in, which is Miss Donovan's, and I was like, well, she's not really security, but I guess she's the liaison. Call?
The phone rings. I'm still talking to security. I pause security for a moment. I answer the phone. Hello?
Yes, Miss Donovan. Miss Donovan.
Oh, right. Hi. Hi,
Yes,
Sven. How are you?
it's Sven.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you need something?
Mr.
I'm in the
Cameron's
middle of
here.
Something. Yes.
His plane came in
there's kind
last
of the
night.
dead guy we need to talk about.
His plane came in last night.
I know. I walked him to his suite and made sure that he had dinner and got him set up with the Netflix password. He seemed very
You guys
happy.
have Netflix?
We have Wi-Fi. I mean,
that's good.
Mr. Sven, look out! They're up to something.
Are you okay? It sounds like there's quite a commotion going
They're
on
up
there.
to something.
I'm fine.
Just trying to cover it up.
I'm fine.
I'm just
there's been
vehemently
a-
sighing.
There's Bertram
I can't
and
find Mr. Cameron. He's not in his room. He's not in
his
the
room?
hangar.
It's so early.
Yes, I don't know where he is.
What does he normally do in the morning? I mean, I haven't seen him. I haven't left my room. As a matter of fact, there's an incident here. Bertram and Mike got into some trouble.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes. Usually in the morning he likes to go out for like a long walk on the beach.
We don't have beaches.
That's
We don't
valid.
we don't go for walks.
He's pretty dedicated about it. Did you get the memo?
Yeah, I got
Did you
the
read the
memo.
memo?
I got the memo, but considering we don't have beaches, I thought we would be excused.
He does usually. I mean, that's normally what he does. But you don't have a beach, so I don't know where I would look for him even.
Okay, that's fine. Let's I'm about to head down to security right now. It is where are you?
I'm in a hallway.
Okay, cool.
All
right.
I'm gonna look at the door that's here. It turns out that I am in the Weddell Seal Research Station. I don't. Is Weddell a person? Is that a type of seal?
I think
I'm just reading what's on the side of the door.
That's fine. The research camp is like miles and miles from here. I don't assume you've left you haven't left, right?
Is there a tunnel?
No. I'm just gonna. You know what? I know where that door is. I have to. I know where they are. I know where their research stays when they're not at the camp. I need 15 minutes because I have to take care of some things.
I'll stay here.
You stand right there. I have to put on clothes that are not a sweatshirt for my undergrad and pajama bottoms, but I'll be there soon.
That's a weird thing to wear at a research station.
That's why I wanted to change clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, I sleep sometimes. You know that, don't you?
I'm wearing the same thing I wore last night, so I should be easy to spot.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they didn't drop off my luggage.
I don't remember there being luggage. You just showed up and you didn't have a coat. Like you didn't know what it was going to be like here.
Nope. No, I don't. This was supposed to be like a quick trip.
Yeah. You do know that we have like 2.5 more days for y'all to get off, right?
That's for a lot of days. We should be going before then. We'll probably leave this evening.
Okay,
Mr. Cameron, once we find him, will make his tour of the campus. I'm sure he will approve whatever grant y'all needed, and then we will move on with our day.
Okay.
I will encourage him to do so.
Okay, 2.5 days.
That's not many days.
That's not many days. Okay.
Okay, I will stay here by this door that says SEAL Research.
Good. Thank you. I will be there soon.
I'm going pretty positive.
Yeah.
I've got a goal. I've got plans.
You're gonna find
Ms.
Mr.
Donovan
Cameron
was super helpful.
Things are turning around for old Sven.
Yeah, things are looking up.
Good job.
Okay.
Set up a resolve.
We still haven't had a fire or confusion followed by pain.
Yeah.
I'm just gently reminding us.
There was, yeah.
We already killed someone though.
I have a setup. If you want one.
I'll take your setup, just because it's easier.
So in security,
Mm-hmm.
you've used apparently very high quality handcuffs.
Only the best.
They're definitely not pickable, and so the only thing that we found that will do any good is the welding torch.
Oh God. All right.
And so somebody from security has you and the corpse, is pulled apart as far as you can on a table, and is going to.
I don't think that's.
We need you to stay very still, sir.
I don't think this is. You're.
We can strap you down.
You're trying
if
to
you
kill
prefer.
me. What are you doing?
We just need to remove the cadaver.
But why don't you just use the keys?
You don't believe in keys, sir. You made that very clear.
Someone should just go get my other pants.
I think you should cut off his hand and then get his pants for me.
We're gonna cut the chain, sir.
That's what I meant for sure.
Okay. But don't.
I mean, I've already got the thing lit. At this point, it's just worth going.
Okay.
Is this going to go well or poorly for you?
I feel like because Sven, he's very, or not Sven, the fuck, Bertram. Yeah, that guy.
You should write your name on the back of it too, so you can remember your name.
That would be a thing to do. So I'm pretty jumpy. Because I'm worried everyone's after me. So
including this guy holding a blowtorch.
As the torch approaches me, I freak out. And he severely scalds my hand in the wrist area. And he does get the handcuffs. They fall off, but also I've got severe third degree buns.
Boy, howdy.
Rendering my hand pretty much unusable. So
Cool, so we're calling that
that's a negative. That's negative.
Probably bad.
That's pretty negative.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, can we get a medic in here? Medic.
Oh no, is he hurt?
Medic. All right. So,
Good
Mr.
job.
Hunt, before you begin your last scene, This is the last scene for everybody, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
We're building towards our finale. So
Tragedy.
We did have some confusion followed by pain as well.
Yeah, we've actually covered both the tilt now.
Yeah, but we can have more.
We can have
of
more.
either.
Yeah.
More of either.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna set up.
Okay.
It's gonna be a flashback to
Okay.
the night before.
Okay.
Everybody has been drinking a whole bunch of whale ale. We were already like pretty significantly drunk by the time we ran into Natalie, and then at that point we continued to get drunker. And you passed out in the hallway.
Yes.
Sven has passed out in the hallway where he was
always a
found in the
lightweight.
morning. Bertram is God knows where investigating another mystery that he's created in his head. Me, I've continued to drink alone, wishing that I wasn't on this godforsaken MacTown Science place. And lo and behold, the dignitary that everybody's been looking for shows up, but I do not know that this is the case. So we drink a lot together, and I get so drunk that I think it's a good idea to dare him to go swimming in the Antarctic Ocean.
Cool. All right.
As research for his next film.
No, you're too scared to go into the Antarctic. I'm gonna do it naked.
Are you kidding? I lived here my whole life. I'll swim 1,000 miles all the way across the Antarctic Ocean.
I'll show you 1,000 Michaels.
What? Well, if we're gonna Gattaca this, we'll do it right now.
I didn't make that
gonna
movie.
Swim the
It's not mine. I only watch my own movies. I don't understand other references.
Listen to me, James Cameron. I'm not gonna. Am I saying that right? It's a foreign name.
It's
Is that
Mr.
correct?
James Cameron
Mr.
to you.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna do this.
No. It's director James. No. Visionary James Cameron
You know what?
to you.
What? Let's just.
Visionary.
You know what? You're going down just like the Titanic did.
That's a reference I understand.
So,
I made that movie. That was mine.
I think we should are we gonna do? Is it gonna be like 1, 2, 3, go situation, or is it more of like?
You said go. I'm doing it. Count it down. 1, 2, 3, go.
Splash.
Starts ripping off his clothes.
And a small amount of water that splashes from him jumping into the Antarctic Ocean hits me, and I'm like, oh no, that's way too cold. I'm not going in there.
Your brief moment of sobriety.
And then the waves that are splashing splash up a frozen version of James Cameron.
I like how you outdrank Sven and Bertram and James Cameron even after he started after you.
You're a true hero.
I've had a lot of drinking in my shirking responsibility.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, and
That's all yours, buddy.
I feel like that ended pretty well.
I
for
mean,
me,
it ended well for him, just
considering
not
I
James
didn't
Cameron.
die. Though
I'm
I
pretty sure you're responsible for
Though
the
I did-
death of James Cameron.
Yeah.
basically kill James Cameron.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good job.
And then also during this, I remember fondly a time where I told Natalie to look out for a dead seal that was on the floor.
Just toss that one in there.
Check.
We got it. Good job, team.
Mate.
Okay. I'm gonna resolve.
So, I think we're back to the present. After that wonderful flashback.
It's a powerful flashback.
It
was
really
beautiful
cleared things up.
flashback, yeah. We great to see
Um,
flashback.
So let's see.
I think
where we at because.
Well, I think we've got you.
We're in jail. Your arm is burned, and you can't use your fucking hand anymore. I'm still attached to the corpse, sighing a lot.
I'm probably changing my clothes and going to find Sven.
Yeah, that's true. Meeting up with Sven.
Cool. Natalie. That was like 3 games ago. It is Natalie.
It is Natalie.
Ms. Donovan! Ms. Donovan!
Oh, hi, Sven.
Oh, that's you!
I knew
Thank
you'd
God.
be
Thank
here.
God.
This is where the researchers stay when they're not on the...
Yeah, I saw the research seal name.
Yeah.
We still have some infidelity.
Sometimes they just don't make it there. It's fine.
Don't worry about it too much.
So, had a weird morning, but I'm walking down to security.
You're telling me. Have you seen Mr. Cameron? Has he spoken to you at all?
No, I mean, I remember I took him to his room last night.
Did you see him like between there and here?
No. No, if I saw him, I'd probably bring him along so that you could find him.
He's got to be here.
Okay, so I'm heading to security. We're going to security.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They videotape everything. They record everything.
That's great. We can follow him.
Yeah.
We can watch what happens.
Okay. So let's we head to security. Y'all are there. Mike looks sad. Bertram is thoroughly burned.
Yeah, they've
they're
stopped
medics
the
by now.
blowtorch since that didn't work so well.
Yeah, they're medics by now.
So Michael is still handcuffed to the corpse.
They're medics by now.
My hand is cold.
Oh God.
My hand was hot.
Oh God.
What?
Oh.
Oh yeah,
God.
that's. They rushed into my room this morning with this dead guy handcuffed between them.
That's him.
That's who.
That's who.
That's Mr. Cameron.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What happened? What?
They rushed into my room. I was drinking tea, and they were like this.
Someone put him in a closet.
What?
In the Mac Science building.
That's why we have recordings. We can look at the recordings.
I don't know who it is. I've been trying to find out who it is, but I can't figure out who it is.
It's Academy Award-winning director James Cameron.
I meant who killed him. I don't care who the person is. I just want to know who did it.
Oh God, my head hurts.
Academy Award-winning director James Cameron is dead.
Well, he's not going to win any awards now, is he?
Listen, I don't know what language you're speaking, but just somebody get this dead person off of me.
You are free.
Academy Award-winning director James Cameron is dead. I'm free.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm not. For the record, I'm absolutely
Sven runs
not
out of the room.
free.
Okay. All right.
Can someone please make me as free as that man was?
But who?
You can't leave.
Who?
You have,
Who
like,
killed
his
this
body
man?
is still
Nope, Sven's
here.
long gone.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
It's not your resolution,
no,
but that would have been great.
Stop. Let me. Okay.
Can someone find Bertram's pants?
Someone finds a hacksaw. They free you. That's part of my resolution
Part of your
for you.
resolution.
I try to call my boss, but he doesn't pick up, and I think that's a good sign. And I get security to start reviewing footage to figure out what happened, so the appropriate parties can be arrested and dealt with thoroughly. So today's going all right, considering it's still really early, and 2 guys that I don't like rushed into my room while I was still in my pajamas. Yep.
Cool. Do you find out who did it? You find out what happened in
I'm
the
sure we
security
find out
footage?
who did it. They look at the security footage and they see award-winning.
They see my cunt.
Academy Award-winning director James Cameron.
Yeah.
James Cameron sickle.
Yeah, and they watch him flop back out of the ocean, and I'm like, well, all right, okay. And I'm like, oh, maybe Mike will get a replacement and they'll be useful. Oh, or maybe Mike just won't be replaced and they'll give me less work. I won't have to do Mike's work. Yeah.
Sounds like you're resolving this pretty positive.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Sounds
Today's
good for you.
I've had dead, like, as far as it goes, for finding a dead body in my apartment very early in the morning, not a big deal.
And see, it looks like for Sven,
I'm gonna set up.
You're gonna
I'm
set
setting
up?
up.
I was gonna say things
So Sven
are going pretty well for Sven so far.
Sven definitely
was
still
he
has a
running
hangover,
to?
but he is super excited because he is going to go do the thing he's always wanted to do.
Cheat on
figure
his
out
wife.
how to fly
Oh.
James Cameron's private jet and get the hell off this place.
Okay, something precious is on fire. Okay.
He's seen James Cameron do it a few times, and he's been reading books on the internet, and he's got a pretty good grasp of how to at least start the plane. And so that is the setup. How does it go for me? I've started the plane.
Yeah.
That's the sound of a plane starting.
Do we want this to be like super bad, moderately bad, or kind of okay?
I like how those are the options. It's not like this couldn't be the best time of his life or anything like that.
No.
That's not how
He
this
can't fly a
goes.
plane. He can't fly a plane, and we're in the Antarctic.
But he thinks he can.
Can Sven...
No, that's the really bad. The really bad is he crashes the plane and dies in like fiery debris in Antarctica.
Can Sven wake up and, like, on the tarmac, finding out that he's never actually been inside of the plane, but instead, after he ran out of there, like, drunkenly fell asleep on the tarmac?
He'd be really cold.
Like,
It would be quite cold.
A Svensicle?
So many
Yeah.
sickles.
Yeah, I think the best situation for you is you just can't figure out how to fly the plane, so you can't get it to start moving. You have to come back.
That's true. You
inside.
can't even figure out how to turn it on. You're
You
just
figure
sitting
out how
there.
to turn
You're
it on.
I
You
flipped
got
every
it.
switch in that
You're
plane.
poking
It's on.
things.
It's
Every
on.
flip has been switched.
Every
Every dial has been turned.
I would like to think that Sven starts the plane and then realizes that he can't fly it, so he gets out, and then the plane flies away without him.
The plane flies better without him in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that autopilot. That's good. So we're calling that a negative resolution. Is that
I
what we're
mean-
landing on?
So right. So he gets out of the plane and he's
You're not
just,
dead. Like, he
No.
could have killed you.
So he's sitting on the tarmac and he realizes that his one way to get away from this
Oh yeah,
terrible
there's no more
place
planes coming.
No.
is
It's
gone.
gone.
And now he has to live here
Yeah, that's a negative.
with people like
At least 6
Bertram.
more months.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'll take that negative hit. Yeah.
This is a wild card, so your ending could
Yeah.
be good or bad.
Choose, set up a resolve. Take us home. And then we'll end with the aftermath.
Okay.
Whose infidelity did you find out about? I just want you to randomly throw that in there. To the same way that I haphazardly threw in mine.
Fondly remember the time.
Like,
Whoa, Mike! I didn't even see that dead seal. I
so-
don't
grateful
know.
for that.
I don't know how it got into the station.
So I
Are you gonna set up a resolve?
so I'm gonna set up. So I get treated for my burns, my severe burns. I'll never be able to use my hand again. I've sacrificed it for some reason.
For science.
Because
of
you
course.
don't believe in keys.
And I decide that I really I still feel like there's something going on that I don't know about. So I return to security to see if anyone is still there. And in the cell, I discover that Mike Hunt and Natalie Donovan are engaged in some things that coworkers are not typically engaged in.
Making baklava together.
Making baklava.
I believe that one in
together.
particular is called the Dead Seal.
Yep.
Oh my god.
They're engaged in the Dead Seal.
Oh, good.
So that's where I'm at now. I knew there was something else going on that no one told me about.
God, why right now?
I mean, Mike, you're still next to a corpse.
No, we got him
I've
off.
been-
He's just next to it. He's not attached.
Yeah.
Right, he's next to it.
He's not. No one's gonna believe him.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
He's a crazy person.
Yes.
I think
I-
that we should continue.
I'm hurt
in
you feel that
exactly
way.
What we're engaged in.
This was your plan all along.
What?
This was your plan all along. You
Was
wanted
it?
to close the station.
Oh,
And
what?
I wanted
You
to
wanted,
do
you
nothing.
wanted to get out of your job.
I did. Yeah. Yeah.
With James Cameron not being able to be...
Yeah, that's true. I don't.
Your
have to...
goal was to just stop like James Cameron. You didn't
Yeah.
want him dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike did a really good job.
And
Yeah.
I just continued to not want to do anything at all.
Yeah. And the station will now close because James Cameron died here.
That's fine. That's all right. I have job skills.
That's the twist. But you've been discovered by none other than Bertram Kelly.
Bertram Kelly.
No one's going to believe him.
You know what we should do is we should tell him exactly what the entire idea was, because he'll say that and sound like a crazy person still.
Actually, whatever he makes up might be even better.
That's true.
Yeah, Bertram, try to explain to us what's going on here.
You have a thing for the dead guy over there. I don't know what's...
that's better than what we could have come up with. That's way better.
Significantly better.
I don't understand. It's like I'm some kind of avatar sent to discover all of this information. And I have to tell everybody. I have to get the word out.
Okay, you tell everybody, buddy.
It's like he's an alien or something.
That's good. You go tell everybody, Bertram.
I just want whale ale.
I think.
Okay, you just go drink, and then you go tell everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I think that's a really good idea. We're going to keep doing exactly what we're doing right now. You leave the general vicinity of this area. If it's possible to take the dead guy, fine, but I'm not going to gripe about it.
He's the only one who loves me anymore.
It's true. You should try and get him away from here.
Yeah.
I only have one hand, though.
Yeah,
I can't use the other one.
Yeah, maybe if you believed in keys.
I don't have any more handcuffs, so I can drag him.
I mean, it's you were wearing cargo pants. You could have put the keys in one of the various pockets.
But it wouldn't. Okay.
Yep, that's how that ended. That last guy's wild. So
wild card resolution. Bertram didn't get accused of anything.
No.
He lost the use of one of his hands.
Yes.
And no one, not that anyone believed him before, but he's still the
just
laughing stock of the
homeostasis.
community.
Yeah.
So I'd say he's...
We'll find out where Bertram's
worse
going. We'll
for
go
wear.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which I believe makes it time for the aftermath.
Oh, good.
So this is the final moment. Russ, the way this works, it's kind of like the tilt. We'll roll some dice, we'll add up some numbers, or subtract some numbers, and you'll get a number. So you'll roll, to example here. So I have 11 black minus 2 white, which means I've got 9 black, which is a pretty good deal. It's a pretty high number, which is good. You have 4 white, which is not good.
Things were going well for old Bertram.
Yeah.
I have 8 white.
8 white.
Whew!
7 black.
Okay, cool. So we'll start off, since you started us off, Nico, or Mr. Hunt. 6 or 7 black.
That's my content.
Is pathetic. You'll suffer. Oh dear God, will you suffer? And everyone will know of your malfeasance, your stupidity, your lack of common sense and decency. You're probably going to be locked up too.
Okay.
Catherine, you said you had...
I have 8 white.
8 white. Nothing to crow about. No better, but not way worse either.
Okay.
Maybe the car is wrecked or your wife is leaving you or there's a court date. But compared to some other people you know... I had, what did I say, 9 black. Mm-hmm. Also nothing to write home about. Back to where you started, maybe sore and broke just like yesterday and tomorrow. You probably learned something, though, like how to do it right next time.
We're all
How is that?
on the...
How is that 9?
Well, because it's black.
No, sorry, that's actually much higher than 9.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
14.
I need you to try
That's
harder.
14. Awesome! Insanely great! You will emerge... Thanks for counting for me. Insanely great. You will emerge not only unscathed, but if there's a girl involved, she's dropping her drawers. You might even get rich off this caper. Who knows? Time for a new ride.
Wow.
Cool. And you had 4 white. Bitter. You know what it's like to be utterly crushed, casually brought low, forced to eat your own words and stand mute and powerless before your enemies. They gloat, and you are helpless. And it's the way we discover. So now, knowing all of those things, I did much better than I thought. I rolled super. I rolled a 6
rolled
and 2
really
5s.
well.
That was really good.
I was happy with a 9, but I'll take a 14 because I can't count. I was thinking 11 minus 2. I forgot that extra 5.
Yeah, at first I was like, oh, he's right. And I was like,
So the way this works is we go around and do a quick rapid-fire montage. So you sort of just say a quick moment of what happens afterwards. So imagine some sort of sad Celine Dion song is playing, or a happy Celine Dion song, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And you'll put forth a dice and say, this is Sven, something happens. And so you describe that. And we'll go quickly around the table, starting with Mr. Hunt.
This is Michael Hunt, after being discovered by Bertram, being intruded upon by Bertram during a affair with Miss Natalie.
It's not specifically an affair. Like, neither of us are married.
Some kind of something. We're definitely engaged in some kind of lewd act, and this is Michael Hunt not being able to finish.
This is Natalie Donovan just being disappointed.
oh!
This is Sven, coming to grips with the fact that he's got 6 months of working on a space station.
Space.
We are in
What?
space.
We've
been in space before.
Working on an Antarctic station where he has no job, no marketable skills, and a whole lot of free time.
This is Bertram returning to his hovel and just documenting the day's events, discovering that he's going to have to learn how to write right-handed because he can't use his left hand anymore.
This is Michael being broken up by Natalie, having been left and being explained that the reason is for his continued inability to finish.
Yep.
This is Sven realizing that this actually might work out because he's got 6 solid months where he can do anything that he wants. And so he spends most of that time reading everything he can find on their incredibly fast internet connection, considering they're in the Antarctic, on how to fly planes. He is going to read every digital book he can find on the subject.
This is Bertram sitting in front of his television that doesn't do him much good because they don't have cable. Just watching the static while opening up a frozen dinner on a TV tray, but he doesn't have a microwave, so he's just trying to swallow the peas down cold.
This is Michael at his court hearing, where he is not doing very well in terms of explaining the events of the night that he essentially talked a man into his death. And the judge decides to sentence him to life in ice jail.
Ice jail.
Yeah.
This is Natalie not showing up for Michael's court date and just working in the office.
This is Sven boarding the very first resupply plane once the eternal night has ended, and he truly understands why it is called that. He's got a mischievous grin on his face, and he could not be happier.
This is Bertram drowning his sorrows in whale ale and eventually falling asleep in the trough and drowning in whale ale. Because he has nothing left to live for.
He died like he lived, full of whale ale.
This is Michael in ice jail. All of the bars are very cold, and he is now, based on a dare, licked one of the poles and is stuck to it.
It's a common thing for him.
And so now he's stuck to this pole in ice jail where people are making fun of his stupidity, and that's where he lives forever now.
This is Natalie getting laid off and getting permission to go away from Antarctica, which is actually great. She has another job set up, and it's going to be very much like this one, but not in Antarctica.
Nice. This is Sven hijacking that resupply plane, taking it and flying it to Hollywood directly. It's a well-supplied resupply
Got
plane.
it. Damn. Okay.
So putting on a parachute and pointing the plane, which he can now fly, directly at James Cameron's house, and then jumping out the back as it crashes, flipping the last remaining bit of James Cameron's legacy, the big two birds at once, and saying goodbye forever.
I have another dice if you
You
want
do.
it, but you're dead.
I don't need it.
Yeah, I just get to go back to land that is not very cold.
Cool. What a fiasco.
What a fiasco. Good, that was nice.
My tongue is cold.
You should have some whale oil.
Oh,
It'll warm you right up.
Yeah, it'll be good for you. Cool. Last thing before we wrap up, we got to name the movie. It's always the hardest part.
That is.
You walk out of the marquee. You walk out of the theater. You look up at the marquee, and it says
James Cameron's.
James Cameron's.
James Cameron's something. We just have to go from there.
Yeah, James Academy Award-winning director James Cameron.
Visionary James Cameron's.
Isotar.
Isotar.
James Cameron's Ice Capades.
Oh, that was good. That's the one.
Cool. I will stop the recording there. Thanks for listening to Catastrophic. If you like the show, please tell your friends. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/catastrophicpodcast, follow us on Twitter at Fiasco Podcast, or just visit our website at catastrophic.horse. Why .horse? Why not?